Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. Before we get into the story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunts, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time, baby. I know it's been a minute. I know y'all excited because, baby, I'm excited too. But it's been a minute, but we finna go ahead and hop right into this, baby. I don't want to waste or take up too much of your time, okay? So let's just hop right into it. So, June of 2021, baby. You know, this is when this story time takes place, okay? But me and this guy, who we gonna name him Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, I feel like that fits him so perfect. We gonna name him Mr. Jones, okay? So, me and Mr. Jones, we already had, a rapport together. Me and him had already linked up about a good 4 times already. So, this would be our, 5th time linking up. But, we ain't never did what we about to do now. When we used to link up, we was just sucking, some schmeat, and, jerking some schmeat. And, we had kids to make out and stuff. We never got to the point of penetration because, I was really starting to find myself and really becoming a side position, if that makes sense. I mean, I was just, I'm not really big on penetration if I'm not in a relationship. So I was like, okay, that's pretty much all we was doing. So anyway, June 2021, me and Mr. Jones is talking. We having a conversation, mind you, he's telling me, because I'm really getting to know him. Before me and him linked, we linked up and really ain't do a lot of talking. But at this point, we've been linking up for a while now, so it's almost like he want to get to know me and shit, which I was kind of just like, look, I'm on my whole shit. I really don't care. No offense to him. Mr. Jones was fine. Let me describe Mr. Jones before we really delve deep into this, okay? So Mr. Jones was 6'1", nice body. I mean, body was T, okay? Pecs, abs, muscles, biceps, triceps, all the seps, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Jones was a Blasian. He was a mix between black and Asian. He was fine as fuck. Fine ass man. Fine ass man. Honestly, I feel like the only thing that was, that could have been better was he was clean shaven, man. I'm talking about this man was completely waxed. Completely waxed. But he was just so fine, so I really did not care. Because y'all know, if you don't know, I love me and hairy men. But Mr. Jones, it was just something about Mr. Jones. Just by the way he talked, just his hands and that piece of meat. Oh, y'all, let me describe that piece of meat too. That good 8.5 pieces of meat. Oh my goodness. Now the balls was medium. The balls was medium, when we used to do our thing, they'd pull real tight to his body. So, he barely had balls, no shade. But that meat, that meat, oh my goodness. That meat it was a pretty meat, okay? It was a pretty meat. It was cut. It was a pretty meat. But it was one of those cuts where it was okay, it probably could have been cut a little better. His doctor could have did a little bit of a better job. Because you know how some meats got that little skin still attached to the top, to the shaft, to the head. He had one piece of that, like one little strip attached on the side of the meat. Y'all probably like, damn, does that matter? Nah. But, his doctor could have did a little better job. But it was still pretty. It was still cute. Just that little, but it was still cute regardless. Brown eyes, nice tight ass, thick thighs, okay? Now, he was muscular, but he wasn't one of those muscle-bound motherfuckers he looked like he could punch a hole in the motherfucking wall. He was muscular, but it was more like a lean muscular, you know what I'm saying? Real, 2% fat type shit. So, he still look good, muscular, but not too muscular. Okay, y'all got the picture? We got the man. Now, let's hop into the story. So, we getting to know each other. We talking on the phone. He asks me what I do for work. You know what I'm saying? I tell him what I do. He tells me what he do. He tells me that he is a massage therapist. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You helping the people. He help little kids and stuff like that. He also do massages on the side, in his home from his Instagram or whatever. Because, he had a nice following on Instagram. I want to say he had, at the time, He had like around like good 15K, 16K people, you know, so he had a good, decent following on Instagram. I was like, okay, you know, that's cool. Like, you real lucrative. You get into the money and stuff like that. Nice house as well, y'all. Really nice house. Oh, I forgot to say his age. So, Mr. Jones was 31 at the time. He was 31. And I was 20. I was 20. Yeah, I was 20 at the time. Was I 20? No, bitch, I think I was 19. Fuck it. But he was fine. He was real fine, y'all. Mr. Jones was a fine man, had money. Like, he was one of those men where it's like, it's almost seemed too good to be true. What was wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you still single at 31? Which I did end up asking him that, and he was like, oh, you know, I'm just picky, and, you know, I don't know if I'm really ready. I'm like, damn, you still want to be a bachelor at 31? No shade to, you know, my bachelors, you know, in their ages, you know, you want to do you want to be, oh, you know, you want to get your life, do that. But, you know, it was just a little crazy to me because I'm like, you're a fine ass man. You got this, you got that. It's like, you kind of ready to start a relationship, but hey, I don't know why he wasn't ready. I mean, I wasn't ready either, but all right. But he did want to get to know me, which I was like, okay, maybe is he trying to build something here, like what we doing? So, fast forward, you know, we have a conversation. I'm like, okay, you're going to have to give me a massage. Okay, I need to see what them hands do. Like, I already know what them hands do, but I need to see what they really do. Like, what you get paid for, baby. He like, okay, I got you, blah, 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 blah. He like, when you want to come over? I'm like, shit, I could come over tomorrow. Because, you know, I had already had, you know, me a little piece lined up for that day. So, you know, I was not going to cancel that. As fine as he was, I had me a piece. And he was paying. Okay, so, you know, I had to get the coin as well. So, you know, next day he hits me up. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, I love those. You know, I text him back, good morning, handsome. How you doing? You know, he like, look, you know, just finished breakfast, shit like that. I'm like, okay. Shit, I'm just waking up, you know. He like, you want to come over right now? I'm like, well, hold on. Hold on, give me a second. You know, I got to brush my motherfucking teeth. You know, I got to shower, all that. You know, I got to get myself together. So, you know, I get myself together. I want to say like a good hour and a half goes by. We're still kind of texting off and on and shit like that while this hour is going by. And I'm like, okay. You know, as we're texting, he's like, okay, are you ready now? And I'm like, not really, you know, but I'm like, I could come over, like, just give me like 10 more minutes. Because he was only a quick, you know, 15 minutes away. You know, if it was no motherfucking traffic. But, you know, sometimes I was a speedster, y'all, back then. Y'all know I had me my speeding tickets. But, you know, I would shave that motherfucker down in 10 minutes the way I was driving to his finance. So, boom, you know, I speed there, get there, boom, I walk in. I already know how the house is laid out. We walk in, living room, stairs, keep going straight, past the living room, kitchen, upstairs is rooms and shit. But when I came in, you know, he already had the little table. You know what I'm saying? He had the table out, the music already playing. He had like some meditation music, little just some hum type shit. I'm like, okay, you know, like you already got the vibe set up, some candles laid out. Like, y'all, he really had the shit. I'm like, okay, I see why you was rushing me. Like, baby, you were ready. Oil and shit. You know, I'm like, okay. He like, get naked. I'm like, okay, I got you. So I'm getting naked. You know, he helped me take off my clothes, you know. He asked me, you know, how your morning was. I'm like, shit, you know how my morning was. We've been talking throughout the whole morning. He like, yeah, true. So we just having small talk while I'm getting undressed. He got like some white sweats on. It's not really sweats. It's like, what's those pants called? They like, you could kind of see through them a little bit, but it's white, you know. So it's not really made to be see-through, but you can see through it just to smidge it. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no underwear under there, so you know I can see the meat, I can see the piece. You know, he looked good, you know, with his little white pants on. If I find it, I'm gonna put up a picture. Like the pants I'm talking about, so y'all can really understand what I'm talking about. Cause baby, those motherfuckers are nice. Like, if you a man and you got the motherfuckers on, baby, you look good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can see the little piece. So I get undressed, you know, I'm finally undressed. He like, you know, lay on the table. I'm like, okay, how you want me to lay on the table? You want me to lay on my back, my chest? He like, that depends on you, whatever you want to do. I'm like, okay, but you massager, so, you know, you let me know, instruct me, tell me what, you know. So, you know, I just lay on my chest, because I'm like, okay, let me, because, you know, he had one of those tables, so that, you put your face in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You put your face in and you can see and shit at the floor. So, you know, I lay down, you know, I hear him squeeze the bottle, you know. I'm like, okay, he getting the oil together. He getting the oil, look, quick, you know, he started rubbing my back, and y'all, it was feeling really good. Really good. I mean, he was hitting all my motherfucking pressure points. I mean, damn. I mean, he needed my shit. I'm like, okay. Okay, ooh, okay, I like that. Ooh. Ooh, then got my shoulders and shit. I'm like, ooh, that shit was feeling good as fuck. You know, then he got, you know, a little bit of my arm. What's this part of the arm called? I forgot. But he got, I think this is the bicep, tricep. He got my bicep, triceps, you know, did whatever the fuck he was doing to those. Bitch, I don't remember, because, bitch, I was just in bliss. Eyes closed and shit. Next, you know, he make his way back to my back, and he starts on my upper back, makes his way low. And then he get lower. And then he get lower, baby. And so, I don't even got that much back. So, at this point, this is ass, okay? He's kneading my ass. And I mean, gosh. I can't really say that was my favorite part. It was like my second favorite part, because, baby, that back was feeling good. He got that motherfucker back. My back was tight, bitch. But that ass, when he was in my ass, I mean, oh my goodness. That shit was better than getting 8 out. Me personally, like, that was better than getting 8 out. Like, the way he was just, you know, kneading my ass cheeks. And I was just like, oh my goodness. You know, he's kneading my ass cheeks. So at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, it's about to get nasty. Because usually when guys get to my ass cheeks, they can't control themselves. They can't help themselves. At this point, they got to play with the hole, lick the hole, finger the hole, get inside the hole. The hole is their main focus, okay? So, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm kind of preparing myself. I'm like, whew, let me pucker this little motherfucker, you know, get it, you know, because it's tight. It's tight, so let me get it ready. Let me relax. But no, baby, he makes his way lower. So now he's on these thighs. He's like right under my ass cheeks and really like cupping my shit. And I'm like, ooh. Like, so at this point, I can't help but moan. It's like, if somebody was in the other room, you would have thought we was having sex already, because I was moaning. I was moaning. Like, it just felt so good. So good. I'm just like, ooh. Like, I had a massage before, but I never had this type of massage. So at this point now, like, as he's cupping my shit, like, he's talking. He's like, how does that feel? I'm like, that feels so good. Ooh. You know, he's cupping my shit some more. You know, then he makes his way back up to the front of my ass, and he's cupping that a little bit. He like, how does that feel? I'm like, shit, you already know that feel good. So, then he comes back down. Now he's back, like, he's like focusing on my thighs. I'm like, oh, okay. So at this point, I open my eyes, because I'm like, okay, I'm a little cut off guard. I'm thinking, you know, he finna start type shit. So, because like I said, once you make it to this ass, majority of guys, most guys go, boom. Okay, I'm thinking he finna open the cheeks and do what he needs to do. But nah, but he's focusing on my thighs. And oh, I didn't know I had so much tension in these motherfuckers. He loosened that clean the fuck up. Just does the thighs, you know, my little under my thighs. You know, he do my feet a little bit, but shit, you know, I don't really have ticklish or sensitive feet. But that shit did not feel good. I was like, oh, okay, you know, it was just a little bit painful with a lot of uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, oh, stop that. So, you know, he comes back up, legs, thighs, ass. So I'm like, okay, he finna start doing what he needs to do. Then he's like, flip over. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, I flip over, but, you know, as I'm flipping over, it's a little bit of a struggle, because at this point, like, my body is like jelly. Okay, like, I feel like a brand new bitch. Like, he got me together. Okay, so I struggle to turn on. I'm like, oh shit, you know, he helped me. So now I'm laying on my back, you know, dick flopping. You know, it's a little hard. You know, I can't admit I was a little leaky. I was a little leaky from the pre-cum. You know, I was pre-cumming a little bit. You know, because I was enjoying what he was doing. Like, it did feel really good. And once I flipped over, I could see, you know, he was hard too. He was hard at this point. And at this point, he had dropped the pants, and I ain't peeped. he had dropped the pants. The pants is off, okay? Dick is out. So I'm like, okay, the dick is hard. Standing at motherfucking attention. He had one of those erections where the dick stand like this. That motherfucker said, who run the world? Really pretty dick. Really pretty dick. But y'all know that little piece. But it was pretty. So, you know, he goes in my shoulders again. You know, so at this point, we're starting a small talk. And I'm like, okay, so when did you start doing this? Blah, 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 blah. We talking, you know, as he's making his way down to my pegs, you know, doing that, you know. Then, what's this called? Like my little apex or whatever. He was, you know, he was pretty much walking me through it as well as he was doing it, which I really liked. I thought that was really hot because he had a nice, attractive, you know, voice. So, you know, he's down my shit. Then, you know, I had, you know, my abs at the time because back then my body was snatched. It was not a snatch, isn't it? You know, it was snatched back then. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you know, I don't get a little bit wet, you know, but back then, baby, I was snatched. So, you know, he and my abs and shit. I'm like, you got a beautiful body. I'm like, you got a beautiful body, shit. Because his body was my motherfucking body goes. I'm like, shit, how do you think my body beautiful? I think your shit beautiful. So at this point, he gets some more oil. Even though his hands was pretty much already slick as fuck with oil. I don't even know what type of oil. I don't know if it was coconut, baby. I don't know what the fuck type of oil it is. Because the bottle didn't have no label on it. Just a bottle. It didn't have shit on it. Just a bottle. Squeeze some more lube. So at this point, he like, I see that you hard. Like, you must really be enjoying yourself. I'm like, yeah, I am. You know. So he grabs my meat. I'm like, oh, you know, I twitch a little bit. Because he catch me off guard. I was like, oh shit, because I didn't think he was just going to grab my piece like that. You know, especially with the way that he grabbed it and held eye contact. I said, oh shit. So he's grabbing my piece. So he started stroking my shit, you know. Like I said, I was already kind of hard. But I wasn't hard as fuck. So 5 seconds into stroking my shit, now my shit's standing at attention. But he got it in the grip, okay? He got my shit in the grip. And he could cup my balls. Which I'm kind of just like, okay, be gentle with my balls. Because I got really sensitive balls. I don't got the type of balls where you could like put them in your mouth and like gurgle them. You can't gurgle my balls. My shit way too sensitive. Like, I'd be like, oh shit, I can't do that. It's a little painful for me. But I guess you could cup them. You could hold him a little bit. And that's what he was doing while he was stroking my meat. You know, he's stroking my meat. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh shit. Okay, but I'm finna start touching my nipples because I'm like, shit, this shit feel good. So, you know, I started touching my nipples. He like, put your hands down. I'm like, oh. Oh, you, okay. So, baby, I put my hands down. And then he takes the hand that he was cupping my balls. And then he goes for my right nipple. Because this is my most sensitive one. And he already knows this. He knows this shit already. Because like I said, we done linked up a few times before. So he goes for my right one. Because my right one is more sensitive. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, y'all. It just is. He goes for that one. And y'all like, at this point, I am in full fucking bliss. I'm starting to moan. He's talking nasty as fuck. Saying all types of shit. I can't register it all because I'm in my head at this point. My eyes closed. He like, open your eyes back up. I look back at him. You know, I'm really trying. Because as the way it was so slow. I want to say he was going at a rhythm like this. Just stroking my shit. I'm like, fuck. You know, every time I'm on and cuss or whatever, you know, I'll, you know, put my head back and shit and close my eyes. And he like, I want to have to tell you to open your eyes again. So at this point, I'm like, shit, okay, let me pay attention. Because class is in session, baby. He's doing his thing. So, while he's stroking my shit, you know, he comes down for a kiss. And so we making out. So he real close to me now. Now I can feel that meat. On my upper thigh, I feel that meat. So as I feel that meat, I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting close. So I'm like, I pull back and I'm like, hold on, I'm getting close. He like, good. I'm like, wait. Because I didn't want to come quick. Because, baby, we've been doing it. This was like We was getting to 5 minutes. I wouldn't say I was over 5 minutes, but we was getting to 5 minutes. And I'm like, damn, it hasn't even been that long again. I didn't want to come just yet. But he like, nah, let that shit go. So I let that shit go, y'all. I bust like a few shots. I want to say 3, 4. Skeet, 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 skeet. You know what I'm saying? He watching this shit. He like, fuck. You know, I'm like, you know, moaning and shit. Y'all, it was every motherfucking thing. I lived. I mean, oh my goodness. Just skeeting and shit. Some landed on his motherfucking stomach. But most of it landed on me, though. So, boom. I'm like, okay, can I do you? He like, oh, you want to do me? I'm like, yeah. He like, how you going to do me? I'm like, just the way you did me. Because y'all know, I am really big on reciprocation. And, baby, I got great motherfucking memories. So, I did the same exact thing that he did to me. I'm talking about full massage and everything. The same way. So, once I get to his dick, y'all, I'm stroking that motherfucker. So, at this point, he's really leaky dick. Really leaky dick by the time he flip over and shit. Dick leaky, like, he done soaked the motherfucking table and shit. I'm like, damn, he just sitting in his pre-cum, which it was already a lot of pre-cum from what I did, but it was even more like the motherfucking sheet that he had. Y'all know you go to the hospital, right? How they have them sheets on them, that little thin-ass paper sheet. On the shit, that's what he had on the table. So, that motherfucker was soaked, like, you can see through the shit now. You can already kind of see through it, but you can see through the shit now. So as I'm stroking that dick, y'all, he reaches over, you know, cuts my ass. Long ass wingspan, by the way. Long ass wingspan, because the way he just easily was cupping my shit, I'm like, damn, like, that reach. So at this point, you know, I'm stroking a little bit faster. So at this point, I've been stroking his meat for about a good 3-4 minutes. You know, so I come down for a kiss because I'm like, okay, this is what he did to me. Like I said, y'all, I was reciprocating what he did to me. But, you know, I'm straining a little bit because he's tall and, you know, I'm a little short. I don't got that big of a wingspan now. This is all I got, bitch. So, come down, you know, give him a kiss. You know, I'm stroking that shit. You know, he pulls up and whispers in my ear some nasty ass shit. And I'm like, ooh, so I'm whispering nasty ass shit in his ear while he whispering nasty ass shit in my ear. Stroking at me. 30 more seconds go by and he's like, oh shit, I'm getting close. I'm like, yeah, bust that motherfucking nut, daddy. You know, I don't know why I call him daddy because I ain't even never called him daddy before, even in our previous times. But that shit, I knew it took the cake for him because as soon as I said that nigga, I mean, y'all, when I turned and looked at it, shit caught me dead in the motherfucking forehead. Bitch, if it was a gun, I'd be dead. I would be dead. Caught me right in the middle of my motherfucking forehead. Some landed on the floor. Some got on his chest. You know what I'm saying? But that one in my forehead, bitch, it kind of hurt too. Like, bitch, you had some motherfucking pressure behind that motherfucker. Hit me dead in my shit. But I'm skilled at what I do. So I ain't let go. I kept going, baby. It was so hot. I'm like, damn, when's the last time you nut? He like, shit, it's been like 3 days. I'm like, oh, okay. He like, when the last time you nut? I lied, of course. I said, oh, yeah, you know, it's been about the same whole time, bitch. I nutted last night. My nuts just be fat sometimes, you know. Especially when we doing some erotic shit like this. So, we get in the shower together, y'all. We started kissing or whatever. But at this point, it's pretty much the end of the happy ending massage. I'm like, shit. He ended up telling me what it was. He like, so have you ever had a happy ending massage before? I'm like, no, I didn't know that's what it was called and shit. Like, he like, yeah, that's what it's called. It's a happy ending massage. I'm like, oh, okay. So he had to explain to me and shit. I'm like, have you? He like, yeah, a few times. So at this point, you know, we in the shower, we clean up, make out a little bit, but we just nutted. So I'm not trying to get back into the room. So then we go out to eat. So pretty much the story in there, y'all, because we end up going out to eat Red Lobster. And then I end up going home. But yeah, y'all, I want to say, me and Mr. Jones, okay, we linked up, I want to say, about a few more times after that. And then I want to say, what's a few more times? I want to say we linked up like 2 more times. And then y'all know, I had started talking to like my current boyfriend now, so, you know, I kind of have to put him on hold. Plus, he's in a relationship right now. He's real happy. They look so cute together and everything. He still watches my channel from time to time. And I was like, you know, let me go ahead and make this story time, because I never made a story time about him because I didn't think, like, yes, our encounters was good, but I didn't feel like it was story time worthy. So I was like, let me talk about the happy ending massage she gave me. Like, I thought that was really good and nice, and I definitely feel like y'all should try to have y'all a happy ending massage, you know, even if it's with your partner or, you know, your sneaky link. Even if you don't even got all that equipment and candles and meditation shit, look, do it on the bed. You could do it. Just get you some oil. I don't know what type. You could use baby oil, coconut oil, any type of oil. Not any type of oil, but use you some oil. And baby, that's an experience. That's an experience. Not even just for my gays, for my heteros too. I'm sure you could get some oil and do what you need to do on the kitty cat. I'm not really. The kitty cat is a little bit foreign to me. Y'all know why, but I'm pretty sure this is how they like it. Ladies, let me know in the comments, y'all. Well, how y'all like? Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Fuck it. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, that'll conclude this story time. And if you made it through this whole story time, baby, I love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'm gonna catch you, darling, on another Prime Time.